Hello, I'm going to talk about Orsa The Fearless. It's a VHS box set, but it's a campaign expansion for the game Fantasy by 7TV. And in this box, they've got the bits and pieces that allow you to play in the setting in here. The theme pack, do they call it? No, feature pack. So play in this feature pack. I believe they've done this before with some of their other settings where they put some additional information and more campaign bits and pieces to sort of carry the game forward so you feel like you're being supported by additional materials. So yeah, here we are. VHS style cassette, certificate 18. I like the distressing they've done on the case. I like that idea. Why not use these VHS style boxes for more? You get a nice cover and interesting content. So yeah, I like it. I like the look so far anyway, and it comes with some additional cast cards and the additional trilogy cards that obviously match this sort of setting or theme that they've got running in here. So it's a sword and sorcery fantasy pack, and they're focusing on this sort of seminal barbarian heroine, Orsa the Fearless. And it looks like they have some story background for that, and then some campaign playing. They don't feature that in the main books, so they have the sort of chapter progress of running different stages to a series of games. And but in the main 7TV fantasy box set, which I've done a review of, they do not have this kind of step-by-step look. It looks like you can get injuries as you move the characters from one game to another in a campaign style. Maybe if I zoom into that, we can actually see a little bit more. Again, I don't want to show you every detail in the book because, you know, it wouldn't be fair when they're asking us to sort of go out and buy it. Sorry about that slow zoom in and focus. So, yes, injuries, zooming through various types of things your cast can get. Some background to the making of the Orsa the Fearless. And Donatella De Lorenzo. They have some information on her in the main 7TV fantasy book too. So, casting Orsa. So, casting cool. So then it's telling you about the different characters in there. King Snorri. Isn't there a Snorri character, a dwarf, in one of the Warhammer books? Snorri, I'm trying to think. I think he's a troll slayer that had some nails hammered in his head or something. Just came out of nowhere. That was sort of memory of a Snorri. So then it's got some of the characters in there. So it looks like a wicked witch queen and other info on the other cast. I won't show you all of that. And then the chapters are going to be the different encounters, but very specifically built around settings that you can then build up yourself. So they've actually got a proper village and where everybody is, where the villainous cast set up on there as well. So nicely done. Some special rules for that chapter, or other people may consider that in the wargaming world as scenario, but that's the method in the 7TV games, is that they're sort of chapters because they're chapters of either a book or an act in a film kind of thing. And victory points around that, and then they go on. So you've got another phase, chapter 2, which is another encounter. I won't show you all of that. And victory points and conditions around there. So basically that book contains everything you need to get some flavour for the setting in a nice compact form, plus you've got the encounters to play through and all the info you need. So it will tell you all the models you need and everything along those lines. Of course, 7TV, you don't need any specific models. You use anything you've got, from plastic counters through to fully painted models from any manufacturer, although they do good models themselves. I'm trying to tear this up without damaging the cards. Yeah, and these are the cast cards. So you get a load of these, 320, I think, or 300 and something in your main 7TV fantasy books, and these are specific to this setting, so that's nice to add a little bit more flavour. Of course, you don't need to use these specifically in this campaign or episode approach. You can mix them into your own games as well, and then there's villains and heroes mixed together as well. So there's King Snorri in there too. You can see he has 3 health. He's a star. So great. Nice set of new cards there. And trilogy cards. So these are going to add some more flavour, aren't they, to make it specific to this setting. I don't know. I'm coming up with ideas now out of the blue. So I'm going to say there's some things in there to do with snow and cold and something like that that might happen based on the setting. So it's got it's got 2 Act 1, 4 Act 2, and 3 Act 3. Again, I won't go through all of these, but yeah, they're specifically linked to the setting and the episodes that you play through. Yeah, Winter of the World, time freezes, all models immediately make a body statistic or go immobilized. Yeah, so it does have that sort of cold theme. Queen of the North. Oh, look, yeah, create from the North, or remove all statuses for 2 plot points. So yeah, there's some nice themed cards there that help the gameplay fit the setting. And then now these are the injury cards, obviously. These are brand new. These aren't in the main fantasy set. I don't know what the rules are around this. I'd have to read in detail, but I assume maybe you just pull one of these at random to see what's happened to you. Nicely detailed cards. And some artifacts. There's no MacGuffin in there, but there's some new artifacts that are specific to the setting as well. What a nice little set, and all compactly held together in there. Of course, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to store them in my cards boxes to make them a bit more easy to access for the games that I play with it. But that's nice. So yeah, arrived today. Thought I'd do a quick overview, and then when we get to play it soon, and oh, sorry, I'm getting the light reflecting all off it. So thanks for listening in. Cheers, and hope to see you soon.